Content over everything.
You don't know, there's a lot, bro. There's a lot, man.
It's disproportionately represented.
There's a lot of white nationalism.
See, I'm trying to stay away from the camera today. Me too. So, carry on the conversation. Carry on the conversation,
Oh, you're the main man. What's going on? You're the main man.
I'm trying to stay away. I'm trying to stay away from the publicity today.
Oh, Kalam, real quick. Oh, what was I saying?
Yeah.
White nationalism out there, isn't it? So when Sarah chatted to Tommy Robinson, it's a strange bedfellow because Tommy Robinson, he's not racist himself. I thought he was, but I don't know yet. But a lot of his followers are like that, man. So it's a bit funny, isn't it, man? Like, when you get.
It looks funny.
I'll have to watch the video.
Is it because it looks funny? Once you listen to the content, that's the problem.
We know these people, like Martin Sellner and Pettibone, yeah. Do you actually watch their?
I haven't really watched their stuff. I've watched about 1 or 2 videos of their content, so I don't really know. I don't know. I really don't know about anybody. But at the same time, I don't need to know about their content to know that I stand for freedom of speech. And if their freedom of speech is being encroached, and they're not able to come into the country just to give a talk, I've got to support freedom of speech.
I made a video about this, right? And it's not that they didn't come to make a talk, right? And at the end of the day, what it is that those people like Lawrence Southern and Pettibone and Sellner, they came here. They just wanted to cause a bit of trouble. You know what I mean? Like they want to come.
Stop. How do you know that?
Okay,
because you're going into their intentions, into their hearts here, and I don't think you have the ability to. You're not psychic to have that ability.
Okay,
so let's just talk upon what's apparent that we can see and that we know.
Let me just say what I thought, right?
Yeah.
So basically, none of them are citizens of the UK, right?
Yep.
Does that mean that they have the right to come here and express their freedom of speech? If you're not a citizen of another country, do you have the right to go there and express the freedom of speech?
Okay, so we naturally, as being humans, we naturally have the right for freedom of speech and
But
expression.
do you have the right to go to another country that you're not a citizen of?
No. You don't have the right to go to another country to express your God-given rights to speak. Of course you can.
But do you have the right to go to another country?
You have the right to go to another country, yes. It's called freedom of movement. We go check on the Human Rights Act, we have the freedom of movement. We allow that. Nobody can stop you from moving. They can only detain you for a probable cause of you trying to actually cause a crime or something like that.
I think that you probably don't understand how the borders work, right? If you don't live in another country, you don't necessarily have a right to go there and go into another state. It's up to the government of that country to allow you in or not.
True.
For instance, if I want to go to like America or Canada, I need to get a visa, right? They need to let me. They need to decide if we're going to let this guy come or not. If they think that I'm going to be in any way a bad influence on that country, right? They have the right. Then they have the right to say no.
Okay.
And even if they don't think I'm going to be a bad person, right? They still have the right to say no.
So
people like Pettibone and Sellner, Pettibone, this is what she done, She made a big video, right, on YouTube. Okay, and all her followers are white national. A lot of them are white nationalists, right? Pettibone and especially Sellner. Sellner is a really divisive person, right? His group is identitarian. What they were doing is they were going to, the migrant stuff, right? They actually took ships out and they went to the sea and they were stopping those. Those ships that were rescuing the migrants. They were actually physically stopping them from rescuing migrants, right? Like coming on the path, and they go into a bit of trouble for that. So these guys are quite they're quite aggressive in what they do. If they come into another country, right, and saying we're going to hold a speech and we want all our, because she made a video before she flew over. She made a video. She goes, we want all our supporters to come to Speaker's Corner. We're going to make a stand. Blah blah blah. So if those guys are considered as divisive by the government, they're obviously not going to let them come, and that's what happened, right? And now they're saying, it's freedom of speech. And you know what she goes? She goes, Britain's letting all these Muslims come in, and they're letting all these migrants come in, and they won't let me come in. That's what she's saying, because they want their white followers to be like, how come they're letting all these brown people into the country, but some white girl, she can't come in? Do you know what I mean? She's trying to make that argument. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So they're really, and people are saying, it's freedom of speech, but it's not about that. I can't just go to any other country and say, if I want to go to France, okay, and I'm saying I'm going to go to France, I'm going to go to the middle of Paris, I'm going to hold a big rally there to all my followers, right? And I demand that France government lets me go in. They're going to say, well, you know what, we don't really want you, so you're not going to come in. And I think that obviously that's okay. I don't think that's a freedom of speech, you know what I'm saying? But
so you're saying basically the British government was right to stop them from actually
100%.
coming in?
If I was the government of Britain, I would never let those people into the country.
And just to recapitulate that, what would be the reason you would have stopped them from entering into this country.
They don't need no reason.
Basically, what it is, is that Lauren Southern, okay, she's got a lot of followers that are racist, and divisive people, and Pettibone, and Sellner.
So what is your reason? What is your reason for stopping them from coming into this country?
I'm not the government of the UK though.
No, but what you said you wouldn't let them in. So if you was in power, why wouldn't you let them in? What is the good cause or the proper cause to not allow them to come into this country?
Are you obliged? Is he obliged?
If I was in power, I'd just be a dictator. I don't like him to get him out in it. Do you get me? Obviously, if you're asking me if I was in power,
okay.
I just don't like someone. I'm not gonna let him into my country either.
All right. So do you think it's right?
But I'm not in power, so
do you think it's right then for the British government not allowing them into this country?
Yeah, I think it's right. Yeah.
Okay. And what is the reason they didn't allow them into this country?
Because I think there's no benefit to allowing them in, but there can only be negative consequences because there's a lot of ethno-nationalism coming up. These guys are really closely related to ethno-nationalists, right? And ethno-nationalists are racist. And Lauren Southern, I would say Lauren Southern and Pettibone, right? They say they're not alt-right. They say that they're alt-right or whatever. They say they're not actual racist, but they're too closely related to them. You know what I mean? They're a bit too closely related. So that's why I wouldn't let them in.
If it's possible, I'm going to try to get the reason why they weren't allowed in. So this is Lauren Southern. Don't know if you have the ability to read this.
Well, I can read it.
Can you read it?
You can read it out loud if you want, or
Can you
read
do
parts
it
of it.
for me? Because I know somebody wants to speak to me. Could you do it?
No.
All right. So it says here, to Lauren Southern, you have asked for leave to enter the United Kingdom as a visitor for up to 5 days. However, all right, cool. Give me a minute. However, by your own admission, on the 24th of February 2018, you were involved in the distribution of racist material in Luton. I believe that your action, whilst in the United Kingdom, presents a threat to the fundamental interests of society and to the public policy of the United Kingdom. You have not sought entry under any other provisions under the immigration rules. I therefore refuse leave to enter the United Kingdom. I propose to request that the component French authorities remove you from the control zone. So that's the reason right there.
It's pretty much in the public, good in the public policy, whatever it is.
So over there they talk about publishing racist content. Let me just quickly bring it back up again. Distribution of racist material in Luton. Do you know about the material in Luton that was supposedly racist? That gave them
a little bit, yeah.
Do you know? Could you tell our audience what it is?
I think it was something to do with some flyers criticizing Allah, so I don't want to say on camera what they were saying.
So they're criticizing a concept. They're criticizing not even a religion itself, but they're criticizing the God of a religion.
Yeah.
And I want to know, how does criticizing the God of a religion equate to racism?
Well, that's only one aspect of what's in there. It's not exactly, but it's definitely possible to equate. To use Islam as a proxy for brown people, and this is what a lot of the alt-right do, right?
So let me ask you a question.
They use Islam. So if I go and speak to a white person here, they just assume I'm a Muslim, right? I had this quite a few here, and they'll just be like, you're one of them, etc., etc. And even Tan was saying, you're a liar. When I go to my atheist, he goes to me, you're a liar. So a lot of people do use Islam as a proxy for brown people.
Give me a second, my brother. I'm just in a debate right now. Yeah.
So look, I'm not going to say that what she said was racist. Yeah, I'm not going to make that.
So we understand here fully that it's not racist at all. It's actually something that's actually been fabricated. Yeah, fabricated to give them a probable cause to not allow them to enter into this country. So it's not based upon anything of substance.
It's subjective, right? It's subjective, wouldn't it?
But that is racism.
That
is not racist.
Well,
for example, the whole.
It's subjective. It's subjective.
Hold on one second.
If the government thinks it's racist,
let me talk for 1 second.
Then it's racist.
Let me talk for 1 second. The whole reason why she did it, okay, was because there was some material put out to indicate that Jesus Christ, was a homosexual. And I believe that she did exactly the same thing, produce some material to say that the God of Islam is homosexual. So now, let me ask a question. The people that put out that material to say Jesus Christ, the God of Christians, is homosexual, are they being racist? The answer is clearly not. They're not being racist. It might be blasphemy. It might be obscene language to utilize for somebody's faith and religion.
What you're doing is
it's not racism.
What you're doing is you're equating two different things, right?
Go ahead.
I mean, if I go to a bunch of people, where there's a church or something, and I stand right outside the church, and I criticize the God of that church. It's different to me, going online and making a video. Like you're going to an Islamic community and you're kind of, being quite, quite rude about it. She obviously wants a reaction, right? It doesn't matter like what
She may
what
want
she's saying.
she may
She
want a
wants
reaction,
yeah.
but it's nothing to do with racism.
Listen,
you
man.
have Chinese people.
Don't
that,
play these word
hold on,
games.
hold on.
Don't
You
play
have
these word
Chinese
games.
people that are Muslims.
Yeah.
You have British people that are Muslims. I mean, like white British people that are Muslims. You have Europeans that are Muslims. You have Africans that are Muslims. It's a very broad spectrum of individuals that actually, hang on to the concept or hang on to the religion.
The question
Hold on to the religion of Islam. It's got nothing to do with race. Religion has got nothing to do with race at all.
Yeah. Look.
But why is she being indicated or put forward as a racist? Why is she being put forward as a racist?
She's
and that's
a racist.
the reason why she's not allowed to enter the country.
Because she's a racist.
The material that she published in Luton was nothing to do with race.
Yeah,
nothing
but
to do with race.
Not
Nothing to do with
explicitly.
racism.
Not explicitly.
So are you saying that if anybody criticizes Jesus Christ, in the Western world, you have loads of pictures of Jesus being a white man, a European with European features, white skin, blonde hair, brown hair, and so forth. Yeah.
But it's all in context.
If they
You
are,
gotta look at context.
if they are slandering or even
Bro, you got to
objecting to Jesus Christ,
look
are
at
they being
context.
racist? Clearly not.
It's not black and white, but you got to look at context.
I know it's not black and
now,
white,
what it
but
is,
they made it into a
the
race
state,
issue.
The government said, okay, they think it's racism, right? And that's what it is.
But do you think? Let me ask you a question.
That's the bottom line.
Because we are consenting to be governed, basically. Yeah? So I'm asking you, do you think she was being racist?
Yeah, my definition of racism is a bit wider. It's not explicit. It doesn't have to be explicit, right? It depends. It could even be the motivation. It takes into account the other work that they've done about divisive stuff. It's not. Nobody in this.
Do you think that leaflet was racist? Though?
In this day and age, nobody's gonna just turn around and just be like explicitly racist. Okay, nobody's gonna do that.
I know. So sorry, I apologize. Okay, basically, my brother just came up to me. Somebody is approaching me for a fight with a contract with Sarah as well. Yeah, and Sarah. They want us to get involved. Do you know what the contract says? Is it MMA?
Like MMA.
MMA. Okay, so there we go. Another mindless thuggery.
Yeah, that's pathetic, man. That's pathetic, bro. That's pathetic. That's pathetic.
It's funny, we come here to Speaker's Corner, for intelligent dialogues, and you want people that's offering us out for fights. I'm not even going to mention no names. I'm not going to mention what religion they're part of or what ideology they're part of. Just realize this is what's going on here at Speaker's Corner.
Yeah, but
let's continue.
I agree that they're pathetic. But look, all I'm going to say to you,
Go ahead.
right, if someone from another country comes into that country, causes a scene like that in Luton, where there's already ethnic issues, whatever, do you think that is good to let that person in to come to central London and do what it... Now, you got to understand...
As long as they're not violating any laws, they're good.
Bro, you got to forget about your freedom of speech,
Yeah.
This is a country with a lot of power,
Yeah.
right? And it's a very, really important city.
Yep.
And this is the center of that city,
Yep.
And there's a lot of rich people living around here.
Yep.
Yeah. And they don't want some bottom of the barrel, like racist people coming here, thinking, oh, I can just do whatever I want, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what's so funny, though? You know what's so funny?
You know what I mean?
They were going to come into this country, and I guarantee you there wasn't going to be more than 100, 200 extra people here at Speaker's Corner. Today alone, we've had how many people do you think actually came here today?
These people
at
are
Speaker's
better.
Corner? Hold on. How many people do you think came here today at Speaker's Corner based upon what occurred? Imagine that. Today I was live streaming.
Yeah, so what?
Wait.
But they got their freedom of speech.
Today, I was
they
live
got
streaming.
their freedom of speech.
Today I was live streaming,
Yeah.
Usually I may get about 100 to 200 people, live streaming here at Speaker's Corner. I got over 10,000 people viewing at one time. 10,000 people.
Yeah, so
one of my other videos,
So
I got over 22,000 views in the space of 1 hour. So what they were intending to do has completely backfired.
Not really.
What do you mean, not really?
Not really.
This person was coming. Listen.
Bro,
The speech was still read out.
Martin Sellner.
The whole motto of today is you can stop the speaker, but you cannot stop the speech. We're here for freedom of speech.
Yeah, so what?
This is what this country is kind of built on.
Bro, look,
to be honest with you, we're here for that.
Bro, if I'm a terrorist,
democracy, freedom of
bro,
speech.
if I'm a criminal, I can't go to another country, right? If I'm a criminal, say I'm a criminal, I want to go to America. They say you can't come here.
That's right.
I can still give someone a letter in America. Say, bro, read my letter out.
Question.
And they can read it out.
Are they criminals?
No, they're not.
So what are you saying?
So there's no point, right? Look, the fact is, those people should not have been allowed to come here. and they weren't allowed to come here. So end of story. Now, if you want Lawrence Southern and Pettibone, if you want to say anyone can go anywhere, it's up to you. But I don't really agree with that. So, I think it's good that they weren't allowed. I think there's people they don't actually know what these people stand for.
All right.
You know what I mean? You don't know as well because you don't.
Listen,
bro,
again.
look.
Wait, listen. I don't need to know what you stand for, yeah, or what you're going to say. But I am going to defend your right to have freedom of speech.
Yeah, I'm not.
Just
I don't disagree, bro. I don't disagree.
All of these individuals here, yeah.
I don't disagree about that.
I don't agree with them, There's a lot of individuals I'm recording all day long,
Kalam,
yeah.
look,
And I keep them quiet. I'm like,
look, you're a nice
but I know.
guy.
Hold on. I know my audience members want to see this content.
Kalam.
They want to see this content, and it's not fair for me.
Your
Hold on.
Kalam,
Hold on. It's not fair for me, to every moment, to intercede them like, I don't agree with them, liar, or something like that. I don't do them things.
Kalam,
I make sure everybody,
Kalam,
wait. I make sure everybody, has the opportunity, to learn, to receive the information, and I have faith. I actually have faith, in my audience to be critical thinkers. To examine the things that the person is saying, examine the ideology, be able to critically analyze it. If it's a sound ideology, accept it. If it's not, we're going to refute it, we're going to ridicule it, and we're going to condemn it. That's what we're here for. Speaker's Corner, baby. Freedom of speech. Scholar, gang.
All right, so freedom of speech is all good, man. I think.
My brother.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Right.
I mean, I agree with freedom of speech, but I don't like those people that were going to come here. And I think it's good that they didn't come, but I think that's a side issue, innit? I think it's a side issue. So
No problem.
It's all good, man. Nice one.
Soko Films.
We're live, baby.
We live, baby. We live.
Content over everything. From your melody.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to.
Hang on a second, but we started. Hang on a second, but we're talking about the first human being who came from Africa. Right? I don't know. Do you understand? That's why I'm asking this gentleman right here.
But you seem
Now, that's
to
what I
have a
think.
strong opinion.
I do have a strong opinion because I think